shock after British couple found dead at home in the south of France. Right? It's a bit weird that they put shock in quotes there. Like, it would be shocking, right? It seems kind of sarcastic, doesn't it? It's like, shock. There was some shock, apparently. Sorry, I know it's probably tasteless to mock that. I'm not mocking their death. I'm just saying it's a bit of a weird way to present the story. Anyway, shock after British couple found dead at their home in the south of France. All possible explanations are being investigated, police say, after the bodies of the couple in their 60s are discovered by a friend in an idyllic village in southern France. Neighbours have been left in shock and fear after the sudden deaths of a popular British couple in rural France. Dawn and Andrew Searle, who have not yet been officially named by French authorities, moved to the hamlet of Les Pesquis, south of Villefranche-de-Rouge. I'm not saying that correctly, am I? It says they moved to that part of France around a decade ago. The couple, who are in their 60s, are believed to have been found dead by a German friend who lives nearby after Mr. Searle did not turn up for one of their regular walks. Investigators are reportedly looking at whether the British couple were killed during a burglary, but all lines of inquiry, including a murder-suicide or potential links to Mr. Searle's previous work as an organised crime financial investigator in the UK, are open. Okay. I mean, what do we think has happened here? What's our working line of inquiry here? Because I was doing some research on this. And this guy's job was like no joke. Like, he was a senior bod at Santander. I think it was like Barclays or HSBC, like one of the big city banks, right? And he worked there for years, decades. And he rose to the very top of like anti-bribery, anti-corruption, anti-money laundering, anti-like organised crime, as it says there. And you don't have to take too much of a leap, do you, to sort of arrive at a theory that he just pissed off the wrong gang? Did he? I mean, I don't know why I'm laughing. Like, it's not funny. Obviously, it's tragic. It's horrendous. Like, if this is my parents and they were slain in their retirement, like, it's quite a, you know, if indeed that is what has happened here, to allow them to retire to the south of France and just when they're feeling safe, to then break in and do, you know, whatever it is that they've done, it is just absolutely horrendous. But it's, you know, that's my working theory at the moment, is that somebody who rises to that level of like anti-organized crime, for them to end up dead together in this, I mean, it could be a murder-suicide, couldn't it? Could be a murder. Actually, here's another line of inquiry for you. Like, I remember a few years ago, when my mum was just retiring. So how long ago was that? It must be about a decade ago, I guess. 10, 12 years ago. I've never forgotten this. Because I made a sort of like a clumsy joke in the way I do. Like, I find the negatives in situations. I've got a problem-solving brain that always homes in on the negative aspects of things. I can't help it. Unhappy, chaotic childhood. Like, if anybody doesn't have a right to complain about my negative problem-solving brain, it's my fucking mum. So, but I remember talking to my mum in the run-up to her retiring, and my stepdad, her husband, obviously, had already retired by that point. And I remember saying to her, joking to her in the run-up to her retirement, I was like, so are you looking forward to spending more time together? You two, every day? Wake up, have a cup of tea together every morning, have breakfast together and lunch and dinner all day, every day. You're looking forward to that. Living in and out of each other's pockets. And now I say it, like, it probably comes off as a bit cunty. Like, what a shitty thing to say, eh? But it was from a good place. I was, taking the piss. I found a negative and I homed in on it to take the piss. A bit of bants with my mum and my stepdad. And I remember joking, like a little add-on joke. I was like, I wonder how many people, like, you know, they've been married for like 25, 35 years and they've got on. They've managed to get through it, either like for the kids or just purely on the basis that they never fucking see each other. Like they get up, he goes out to work, he works in London all day, every day. She goes out to work, she works in a pharmaceutical company all day, every day. They're like passing ships in the night. They just about have dinner with each other. He goes off to play football. She sits and talks to her friends on the phone or whatever. They barely fucking see each other, this imaginary couple in my brain. But then they both get to 65, 67, and they retire. I remember like doing this as like a little add-on joke. I was like, I wonder how many people in that situation end up divorced at like 68. Because they're like, I thought I loved you. I thought we had a good marriage. But now that I actually have to spend some fucking time with you, maybe divorce is a good look now. And I remember joking about it. Like it felt like a comedic device. I could make a joke. Anyway, I remember my mum like really matter-of-factly responding to this and go like, actually that does happen quite a lot. A lot of couples have never really spent any serious substantial amount of time together, and then when they are both retired and they are both thrown into spending every minute of every day with one another, they do explode and they do split up. And I was like, I wonder how frequent does that happen? How often do couples who have been together for like 30 years, 40 years, they've raised kids together, they've paid off the mortgage together, how often is it that once they retire and they're forced to spend actual time with one another, how often is it that they go, I can't fucking do this? I can't. And do you know what it is? It's 1 in 4 divorces. 1 in 4. 25% of all divorces happen in retirement. I don't know why that makes me laugh. It does.